I'm not screwing around on my husband.
Your text messages say differently.
But
you have had an affair with that man.
But
that man came over this morning and shot your husband, didn't he?
This is Angela Wilty, who found herself at the center of a chilling investigation that involved her 50-year-old husband, John Paul Wilty.
Somebody was after that man. He was scared for his life.
A father of 7, John was brutally gunned down with 2 fatal shots. This heartbreaking case soon took a sinister twist when the detectives noticed troubling inconsistencies in Angela's account, compelling them to confront her directly.
When I take your phone and all your phone records and his phone and all his phone records and present them to the grand jury, your daughter is not going to have a mother.
As the story continued to unravel, so did Angela's facade, revealing her cold, manipulative side that no one had anticipated.
I have a conscience. There's nothing that man could do to me in this world to make me want to kill him.
With the evidence closing in on Angela, it was just a matter of time to see if she managed to escape or face a devastating twist that would crumble her defense.
I'm not going nowhere. Y'all gotta gate it in out there, for God's sake.
I know.
Because I haven't done nothing.
In the early morning hours of March 23rd, 2018, a man in Olive Branch, Mississippi, encountered a harrowing scene that prompted him to call 911 for assistance.
There's a dead man laying at the end of my driveway. It looks like he's been beat to death. I mean, his face is pretty messed up.
Have you checked? Do you see a pulse? Can you, see any breathing or feel a pulse?
He's
okay.
dead.
How long ago did you find him?
My neighbor just came over and knocked on my door and said, there's somebody laying at the end of your driveway. I think he's dead.
Do you recognize him maybe from your neighborhood?
No, I do not. Looks like he's been shot in the chest.
Okay, if you just don't touch the body, and they should be there in just a few minutes.
When the investigators arrived at the scene, they discovered the victim had suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the chest. Initially, the detectives suspected it to be a case of robbery. However, the possibility was immediately dismissed when they found the victim's wallet and driver's license near his lifeless body, identifying him as 50-year-old John Paul Wilty. Since John's body was discovered in his neighborhood, the detectives promptly approached his home. There, they met his wife, Angela Wilty, who was completely unaware of the horrific incident. When the detectives informed her of the news, she showed no emotional reaction to the loss of her husband. To understand who might have murdered John and what the motive could have been, the detectives took Angela into custody for questioning.
And did you and him argue at any point yesterday? Were y'all arguing, fussing?
We have arguments like every other normal couple.
Mm-hmm.
Because we work a lot. We have a lot of debt over our head. We're just now getting to where we can see above water.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes, like I said, he likes to shop. But he likes to do his own thing too.
Right.
So yeah, we had one of our normal arguments.
And what was that
over
about?
money.
Financial argument?
Yeah. Because he wants a car. He don't like the truck. And we can't get another car. Because when his other car got stolen, before he came back to me, his car got stolen. And we had to get that one paid off.
Insurance didn't pay for it?
He had just had it. He got it like that December. He made the down payment in December because he had totaled his previous truck. So when he got back on the truck, he put money down on the car. And being said, I guess the blue book value of the car, he gave more than what it was really worth. And the insurance paid a good bit of it. We still owed a few thousand on it. So within the last year and a half, we tried to clear up all his debt that he got into while he wasn't with me.
Okay, and you said y'all broke up when?
2015. We had a big fight. It was August 21st.
2015?
Yeah.
And what was that argument over?
He was drinking Jägermeister, which John never drinks hard liquor. He's not a drinker. I've got 4 Bud Lights that's been in my refrigerator for probably a year. He doesn't drink.
Okay. He never drinks?
He hasn't drank anything since he's been back. He might have drank 2. There was a 6-pack. He won periodically, but he's not a drinker.
But on August 21st, he was drinking Jaeger.
Yeah.
Where did y'all live then?
We weren't together.
Okay.
We were living separately. He lived in an apartment. I lived at the house, and he called me over to the apartment. He had been drinking. We had had a big fight prior to the incident, and he beat the shit out of me.
So you went over to the apartment, y'all got into a fight, and then he beat you up, and then what happened?
He went to jail.
Angela's statements reveal that, despite appearing to be a happy family, financial problems were a constant source of tension between her and John. When Angela talks about a fight they had a few years back, she portrays John as a kind husband, but also someone who mistreated her. She insists she was always the one trying to fix things, even when he wasn't treating her well.
I said John was never a bad person. He was never a hard drinker. That incident, and I couldn't do anything because the state took it in their hands when the incident happened. But I told my son, you should have never called the cops. He was like, Mom, you cut him open.
You cut him open?
During the incident, and I don't even remember doing that.
Where'd you cut him?
On his knees.
Both of them?
That's what he told me. Because when I've always carried a pocket knife on me, which I don't have today, but, and I guess when he was, because I know he had me on the ground beating me in my head, telling me he was going to kill me, and I don't know, that fight or flight kicked in, and I just went to swinging, thinking that he would back up. I don't know, but like I said, we were both drinking. We moved past it. We're almost through this 1129. We've been paying all that money out, just trying to get through that.
So that was in August of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all go through a period where y'all didn't talk?
Yes.
And how long was that?
After he went to jail, the day he got out of jail, I was worried because he didn't call nobody. Nobody knew where he was, so I went riding around looking for him. I seen him walking down Winchester towards his apartment. I stopped. I said, John, let me take you home. No, I'm not allowed to talk to you. I was like, just get in the car. You don't even got to speak to me. Just let me take you home. You don't have to walk. And he argued with me, and I just sit there because I'm stubborn, and I was like, look, just get in the damn car. Let me take you home. He got in the car. I took him to his apartment. I told him if he needed me, call me, but I was going to leave him alone and let him gather his thoughts. I didn't want to fight. I hate fighting.
Okay.
You know, this is like the only person I've ever loved in my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew what love felt like. And I don't believe I could ever love nobody else again.
In Angela's version, she describes John as the reason behind every argument that gradually escalated to physical altercations. She also portrays herself as the one desperately trying to hold their marriage together. However, the darker truth detectives uncovered completely contradicts her account. Angela's ex-husband, Michael Casey, claimed that she once tried to poison John with some crushed up pills, but fortunately, this plan didn't work out. In the end, the very story Angela tells to save herself becomes the one that exposes her lies.
Do y'all have a joint checking account?
Everything's joint.
I mean, when he moved out, did he have a separate account you didn't know about, or?
He had an account. I've always had access to his account because I know all of his information. So I was always able to look at his account. I just never told him I looked at it. I seen where they were shopping every Thursday. They were spending $300, $400, $500 at clothing stores for this girl, and I'm like, he's never done that for me. But I didn't say nothing, and that was his life. And, you know, the lights on his apartment was in my name. We've always been pretty close friends, even when we split up.
Would you say you were real jealous of Dia?
I wasn't jealous of her, no.
Okay. Would you say she was jealous of you?
Oh, yeah. She kept telling him all the time she wanted what I had. She had him, but she wanted a house. She wanted a car. But she wrecked his car a couple times. And I don't know what she was on, but I know she was on drugs. He told me many times that he bought her heroin. He gave her money for heroin. And he found her in the bathroom one night, lips all blue and everything. And I'm like, why would you want to put yourself through that? He's like, well, I thought I could help her.
So John, even after he moved home, he was taking $200 or $300 out of the bank account. When was the last time he took a large amount out?
Last week. Because my daughter went and asked him for $20. Because she come and asked me for money first. She won't ask him for money. But, I told her, I was like, baby, I don't have none. I had like $3 on me or something. I was like, go ask your dad. He just got some money out of the bank the other day, or yesterday or something. And, so she went and asked him for money, and he told her he was broke.
As Angela opens up about her husband's affair and mentions how he treated his girlfriend better than her jealousy becomes evident. As the investigation progresses, the detective finds an inconsistency in her statements. Angela continues to provide conflicting versions of her husband's actions, leading the detective to question her reliability.
Does John have life insurance at work?
I believe so.
Do you know how much the policy is?
I don't. He never brings check stubs home or anything. Since I went to that new system, in order, you know, every once in a while, like he just made a loan over at Tower Loan right before Christmas, and he brought check stubs home then, and then he had to show a check stub to the court, so.
He has direct deposit, so he probably doesn't get a check stub. He has to go online or something.
Yeah, he can print them out at work. He used to have it set up on my phone, but every 30, 60 days or something, he's got to change his password. So I don't even mess with it. I deleted it.
You're a boss in Florida. How long did you say you worked for him?
I've been working for him since about June of last year. I went to New York with him and done a house over there. My husband locked him. Is the only reason I was allowed to work for him. And he knows I'm not doing nothing. I don't have that drive to do nothing. I just want to work.
So, if I go over here to the trailer park and pick your boss up from Florida, is he going to say the same thing? No relationship between you and him at all?
He's actually in off of Walnut Grove.
Right,
Yeah.
Memphis.
But yeah.
What did I say, Walls?
You said over here at the trailer park.
Well, that's what I meant, the RV park up there. If we go up there and talk to him, is he going to tell me the same thing?
He'll come here and talk to you.
Okay.
He's worried about me right now, so I didn't text him this morning. Told him I couldn't come in.
Who did you call earlier and say you couldn't come in?
Him.
And what was he asking you?
He was asking me what was going on. I said I couldn't talk about it right now. Just I can't come to work right now.
Okay.
He wanted to come out to my house. And I told him, I said no. Everything's going to be fine. I'm okay. He asked me if my daughter was okay. Because apparently he feels like something's wrong. When I told him I couldn't come to work, to never miss work unless I'm sick. And if I'm sick, I'm going to tell him I'm sick.
When the detectives ask Angela about the life insurance money, considering it could be linked to the motive, Angela quickly denies any interest, pretending that the money was never a concern for her. Additionally, as the detective realizes that Angela is hiding something crucial, she decides to confront her. However, in just a few moments, the disturbing details that are to be unraveled will direct the case towards its real motive, the one that tragically ended John's life.
I mean, just talking to you, you're calm, you're cool, I feel like there's more to y'all's relationship than what you're actually letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
You're using your husband, y'all fighting and not getting along and all that. Was geared towards thinking you shot him, okay? And then I looked at the crime scene, and I walked it, and I looked at it. That man was running for his life. Somebody was after that man. He ran 4 houses from your house, and he was scared for his life. On these cell phones, when we dump them, they can get all the deleted information and all the current information, okay? So if there's something in that phone that would implicate you in anything, you need to let me know now, okay? Because this is the critical point right here, okay? So if you've been having an affair or anything like that, I need to know it.
I ain't been having no affair. I talk a lot of shit with people, but I ain't been having no affair.
Like, who you talk shit with?
Shit with everybody. But when it comes down to sleeping with somebody, that's my husband. If I'm going to have sex with somebody, I'm going to have sex with my husband.
So who do you talk shit with at work?
I don't work with people I talk shit with.
So who do you talk shit with?
Like, my friend.
Your friend? What's his name?
I ain't really talked crap with him in a really long time, though.
What's his name?
Rodney.
Rodney,
Leith. All I tell him is things like, I miss you. Things like that, because he's like my best friend.
What's his last name?
Leith.
Leith. Where's Rodney live?
Memphis.
And does Rodney do drugs?
No.
Who else do you talk to like that?
And the 3 people I talk to on my phone, anyway, besides my kids. And that's Rodney, my boss, Shelby. I talk to my dad, my stepdad, and Kevin Collins. I don't really talk on the phone much, so. I play games on my phone more than anything. That's what me and my husband, that was one of all the arguments. He says I'm always on the phone. And I'm not. I'm always on the phone playing games. And I like talking on the phone. I'm faithful to my husband when it comes to laying down with another man.
As the detective realizes that Angela is not easily breaking, she begins using tactics to break Angela's composure and manipulate her into confessing. Angela's unwavering denials suggest either her genuine innocence or a calculated attempt to defend herself. However, as Angela continues to defend her innocence, the detective uncovers details that position her as a prime suspect, shifting the approach from psychological manipulation to evidence-based interrogation.
Now, I told you that phones, when we download them, we can get information that was deleted. So, I got a little more information, and I need you to be completely honest with me, okay? The stuff that's in your phone leads me to believe that you have been having an affair, okay? I need you to be completely honest with me, because phones don't lie.
No, no.
Okay? Texting don't lie. It's there. It's in black and white. And the stuff that's in his phone, he's going to leave you.
I figured that's probably what we were coming to when we started back fighting over money. It's always fighting over money.
But the money's not the issue right now. The issue is that your husband was shot 3 times, and he was scared for his life. He ran for his life. And you know more than what you're telling me. And you can't sit here and tell me you don't. You know more than what you're telling me.
I don't know anything as far as him getting hurt, because I would never want to see him get hurt. I've always been there to protect him.
Black and white don't lie. You hear me? Black and white don't lie. Phone calls, cell phone locations.
What's that mean?
That means I can ping anywhere in this town and they will tell me what cell phone was in that location. Okay?
And the location, like this morning?
Yeah.
When I was asleep?
Yeah. But you know who came over there.
I don't. I swear I don't.
You know I can pull all that off your phone. I've got it downloaded right now. Text messages, phone calls, conversations.
I know Shelby was supposed to come and wake me up this morning.
What time was Shelby supposed to come wake you up?
He was supposed to come over at 5:30 and wake me up.
Wake you up for what?
To go to work, get up, get my daughter to
Why
school.
would he come over there and wake you up?
Because that's him. That's what he does sometimes.
You've been having an affair with him, haven't
I
you?
swear I haven't. I've never slept with that man.
You've been leading him on?
Nope, we've talked. We've got a lot in common, but no. I'm not screwing around on my husband.
Your text messages say differently.
I know. It seems like we've had an affair. But
You have had an affair with that man.
I swear
That man
I
came over
haven't
this
slept with
morning and shot your husband, didn't he?
you. No. I swear I don't know that.
The detective confronts Angela with evidence suggesting she's having an affair, pointing out inconsistencies in her earlier statements about her relationship. Angela, who'd been blaming her husband for infidelity, now finds herself exposed as the real culprit. Despite the mounting evidence, Angela adamantly denies any wrongdoing. However, the pressure intensifies as the detective forces Angela to confront the unraveling of her lies, connecting her affair to a possible motive for her husband's murder.
Yeah.
Why do you think your husband wanted to leave?
I don't know.
Because he found out you were having an affair.
So why hadn't he talked to me?
Why would he want to? He just wanted to leave. And your boyfriend shot him.
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
I swear I don't. I don't even know if Shelby owns a gun.
How long you been seeing Shelby?
I haven't been seeing Shelby. I've been working for Shelby. Shelby's the one who came to my house last night and was working with my husband on the truck. But
Is this something you and him put together?
What?
You and Shelby, is this something you and him put together to get rid of your husband?
No. I would have never had someone to kill my husband. He is too good of a person for this. He could have had a better life. It's not worth killing somebody to be with somebody. It's not worth it. That's crazy.
Have you led Shelby to the point to where he thinks you were going to leave your husband to be with him?
Shelby knew me and my husband were arguing and had some problems. Shelby talked to me. He tried to guide me a little bit, but we've never slept together.
What was he guiding you to?
Telling me how, because I suck when it comes to words. I suck when it comes to trying to talk to somebody.
Well, by your text messages, you don't have a problem at all.
I don't have a problem talking
to other men.
Well, yeah.
Okay? You don't have a problem talking to other men. I mean, truth's truth, right?
Right.
It's in black and white. Can't lie about it. Did you walk outside and shoot your husband this morning?
I was in bed. I was actually laid in the bed beside my husband at 10:36 when my daughter was coming out of the bathroom.
I don't believe you. By reading your text messages? I don't believe you one bit. By reading your text messages? Grand jury ain't gonna believe you either.
I never hurt my husband.
You know who did?
Not like that.
You know who did?
I don't.
How long have you and Shavy been talking?
I've been working for Shelby since June.
So y'all been talking
On
since
and off.
June? You've been leading him on since June?
I hadn't been leaving him alone.
By your text messages, it's different things.
I hadn't let nobody on.
When you talk to a man like that, what do you think it does to him? Woman to woman. If I talk to a man like you talk to Chavez, or Chavez, whatever his name is, that man's going to think you want to be with him, right?
He knows I don't.
But you don't talk like that to somebody. It puts them in a different frame of mind about you and them. And that's, you know who shot the man.
I don't.
Your daughter is not going to have a mother. Because when I take your phone and all your phone records and his phone and all his phone records and present them to the grand jury, your daughter will finish school and graduate and get married and have children without her mother. Because I'm going to put the hammer on you.
I don't know why he did it.
You can sit here and think about it for a few minutes. And I'll be back in here. When you get ready to tell me the truth, I'll listen to you. But when I take you down there and present you to the grand jury, your daughter will finish school without you.
I can walk out now, right?
No,
I'm not under arrest.
you're not leaving.
The detective's aggressive tactics aim to break Angela by instilling fear and emphasizing the consequences of her actions, hoping she will crack under the weight of guilt and the threat of legal repercussions. However, the detective soon realizes that this approach may alienate Angela, potentially causing her to shut down completely. Recognizing the risk, the detective shifts to a softer, more empathetic tone, a strategic move to regain Angela's trust and elicit the truth without pushing her.
By looking in your phone, honey, you're not innocent.
I may not be innocent from talking to guys, but I had nothing to do with my husband. I could not see somebody losing their life over no kind of argument. I couldn't take my husband away from his daughter like this. Me and this man is all that child has.
Have y'all just maybe fallen out of love, you and him? Maybe you didn't love him anymore, that way that's what you were going to these other men for, how they talked to you or whatever? The things that they said to you? Even though if you wasn't sleeping with them.
None of it is worth this.
Whoever approached him at the truck knew he was comfortable with him. He was comfortable with who shot him. And then they chased him down.
Because nobody ever knows what time he's leaving for work. That's the thing.
Shabby knows.
Shelby, he knows that he leaves early, but he didn't know that my husband was going to be gone at 5:30.
But he knows.
I just told him he could come over and ring the doorbell at 5:30
To wake you and your daughter up.
to wake me up. My daughter ain't going to hear crap. She's kind of like me.
Can you think of anybody that would hate him that much? Has any of your friends said anything?
I don't talk so early to anybody. My kids.
Rodney.
Yeah,
Shelby.
Rodney and John got along. They used to work together.
Drug dealer? Your husband back on drugs?
That's the thing. I don't know. Because he was so aggravated all the time that, I don't know. He would tell me he was staying late. Sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. But I wasn't going to not believe him and just do what I used to do.
What did you used to do?
I used to ride around looking for him.
Did you ever find him? Where'd you find him?
Always at a female's house.
Same one? Different one?
Two.
Who?
I don't know the one girl's name over in Memphis. I don't know that he'd mess with her again. No way. But I think if he was messing with anybody, it would have been Dia.
Do you think he was in love with Dia?
Yeah, he told me he was.
Do you think that Dia could do something like this?
I don't know, she has scores of them.
As the detective questions her about anyone who might want to harm John, Angela immediately redirects suspicion away from herself and onto his girlfriend. Additionally, despite her assertion that the money doesn't matter to her, her conversation repeatedly circles back to the finances, suggesting that money could be the real motive behind the murder. The following confrontation reveals that Angela is hiding something far darker than grief, causing her web of lies to begin to unravel.
You know, I'm going to look at your phone once it finishes getting downloaded. I've pretty much looked at everything in John's phone. I know he was going to leave you. I know he wasn't happy.
I knew he wasn't happy. I knew he was depressed.
Did you know he was going to leave you?
No. I knew he was depressed because he wouldn't take his meds. I knew he was depressed, but no, I didn't know he was going to leave.
Things happen in a heated moment. I understand that. It's happened to all of us before. If something happened in the heat of a moment, would you tell me?
Yeah. But I was asleep. You got my gun.
But I know John owns a .40 caliber.
One gun.
That you know of.
True.
And I wasn't trying to be graphic with you when I told you that whoever shot him walked right up on him and shot him. And then they chased him down and shot him in the head. This was not a crime of coincidence. This was somebody wanted John dead. Now your daughter has no father, and your daughter will not have a father to walk her down the aisle or see her graduate or see her grandkids. Your daughter will have an empty hole in her chest and her heart for the rest of her life because somebody has taken her father away from her. You never heard a gun. You never heard your husband scream. Nothing.
No, wow. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm trying to think. I was asleep. I heard the knock on the door, which was more than just a knock, you know. It was,
Popo bang.
yeah. And I was shaking. I woke up shaking. You know, it startled me. I didn't know what the crap was going on.
Because for someone whose husband was just violently murdered, you seem like you have no emotions.
Got a lot going through my mind. I know it's going to hit me. I want to know who did it.
You know, if your daughter finds out you had anything to do with this, she'll hate you for the rest of her life.
I'd never do this to my kids. I'd never do nothing to hurt my kids. This would devastate her. I know I'm innocent. I didn't do it.
And
I had nothing to do with it.
I know you've watched TV, so you know that the spouse is normally
always the first person to be suspected.
And that's what we're trying to do, eliminate you, okay? And then I'll need to talk to Caitlin and eliminate her. I don't see a problem with that.
A 15-year-old shoot her daddy.
It's happened.
She was still sleeping.
It's an unfortunate situation, and now you're working for people you really don't know. Plus, the text messages that you got in your phone can be misleading, especially for a man that may or may not want you. Okay? I hope you understand that. Because you said John's, talked to you about that before, you know. You're kind of like me, you're oblivious to.
I'm super naive.
Yeah.
When it comes to things.
So,
John said he's been on me for 16 years about being naive.
when we dump a cell phone, it dumps the deleted, and I can look at all your deleted and all your current, okay? I want you to understand that.
As the detective reveals that John was planning to leave Angela, she introduces betrayal as a potential motive behind this gruesome murder. Furthermore, by highlighting Angela's lack of emotion, the detective aims to exert pressure on her. This tactic may reveal whether this emotional vacuum is due to shock or if she's hiding something sinister. As Angela continues to defend her innocence, the detective comes up with the master stroke, ultimately shattering the illusion of innocence she's clung to.
You have gunshot residue all over you.
How is that?
You fired a weapon.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, the evidence proves that you did.
And this jacket, I just got out of my closet this morning. I haven't even worn it since November.
Your hands tell the truth. That little test I did on you, where I swabbed the back of your hand, your palm, and that light that he just used on you, you're going to go to jail.
I haven't seen, well, I've held my gun, but I've not shot a gun.
You don't get residue on you unless you shoot a gun. You have blowback all over you, all over your clothes.
I don't see how that's possible.
All over your pants, all over your hands. Okay?
How is this possible when I've been in the bed all
Let me
night?
tell you, your daughter is fixing to be without a mother. She is fixing to go through graduation,
No.
hating you. She is going to go
I
through
swear,
getting
I was
married.
in my
You're
bed.
not going
Oh.
to see grandchildren for the rest of your life. You understand me?
I'm listening, but I have not been out of my house.
Remember when I
until
told you
y'all
that
woke me up this
we
morning?
knew you can either make it easy for yourself or I can just go ahead and indict you.
I have not
And once
shot
I
my
charge you,
husband.
once I charge you,
I did not shoot my husband.
The residue that's on your hands would not be there if you hadn't fired a weapon.
I have not fired a weapon.
Okay.
I swear to God, I swear on my child's life, I have not fired a weapon. I swear to you, I've not shot a gun in months. Several months.
Lady, I won't believe you. Okay.
No, you don't. You're
Yeah,
an
I do.
officer. Y'all like to frame us. Innocent people. That's what's happening.
Okay.
I'm being framed for something I didn't do. I went to sleep at 11 o'clock last night. I woke up when the cops were beating on my door this morning. I have a conscience. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't live with myself to take my child's father away from her. This is all she has with her mom and daddy. We don't have family here. There's nothing that man could do to me in this world to make me want to kill him. If he was tied up in outside our home, I don't know. But I know I didn't do it.
You think he was involved in anything work-related or anything that people that he...
I'm not
Oh,
going
yeah.
to put words in his mouth. The man is not here to defend himself. I can't do it to him.
Angela, gunshot residue would not be on your hands if you had not picked up a gun and fired it.
I have not shot a gun.
The evidence does not lie.
I have not shot a gun in months. I put that on my daughter's life, and that's my whole life right there.
Well, your daughter's up here. When you shot your husband this morning,
I
what'd you do
didn't shoot
with
my husband. I don't have a conscience to shoot somebody.
it? I believe that. I believe you don't have a conscience.
I'm having to shoot somebody.
You're going to be charged, okay?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Wait a minute.
Can I use the phone?
Pepper, you've lied to
I'm
me.
not lying to you.
Go back in the room and sit down.
Sherry, I'm not lying to you.
Go back in the room and sit down.
I'm not lying
I've done everything I can do for you. I can't help you after this point. The evidence points to you.
How
And
can you be on my hands and
all I
everything?
can
I've
do-
never shot a gun.
All I can do is go with my evidence. So go over there and have a seat before I lose my patience with you.
Don't bring me.
The detective invites Angela to face the facts, placing the burden back on her. However, she employs an emotional move by mentioning her daughter in an attempt to elicit empathy from the detectives.
And they're trying to accuse me of doing it.
How?
They're trying to say I got gunpowder all over me. They took all my clothes and everything, trying to accuse me of going out there doing that this morning when I was asleep in the bed.
How do you have gunpowder all over you?
They're trying to accuse me of shooting your daddy, and I didn't do it. I was asleep when they banged on my door this morning.
But the detectives are certain that Angela is lying. At this moment, detectives are unable to locate any crucial evidence that would directly link Angela to the crime.
We're going to seize this as evidence.
My phone? Are you letting me go home?
Yes, eventually, in just a little bit longer.
Where's some... Can I please go smoke?
Yeah, give me just a
I'm
minute.
not going nowhere. Y'all got it gated in out there, for God's sake.
I know what
And
you're
I haven't done nothing.
Give me just a second, okay? Give me a second, okay?
As a result, she's released without any charges. Consequently, as the police couldn't identify any potential suspects, the case went cold for 6 months. However, in October 2018, the case got an unexpected breakthrough when the police received a call from Angela's son, Bradley Casey. They immediately took Bradley in to record his statement. However, the details he's about to reveal would ultimately turn the case on its head, unveiling the real mastermind behind this harrowing crime.
It's been a rough day, huh? What happened?
We were fighting for 2 months.
Really?
And she got unhappy, so she left.
Really? Alright, well let's go back over this with your mom, I guess. Explain to me again how this came about.
So, I think I forgot how long it was before she told me.
Mm-hmm. And you can't remember about how long it was?
Oh, it's been a minute.
Okay.
It's been a while. Cause when did it happen? Like August, something like that? Around there?
March, I think.
March or August, something like that. And I was living with Sia.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a week prior to living with him, she calls me, and she called me while I was at work, and she told me she's like, I need to talk to you. I was working at Brightview at the time.
She said she needed to talk to you?
She told my brother the same thing.
Who's your brother?
Dylan Casey.
Dylan?
But Dylan don't know nothing.
Okay.
I'm the only one that knew about it.
Okay.
Like, she actually told.
I got you.
So she took all 3 of us in the backyard, and she told us, she's like, well, I'm probably about to get locked up, I don't know.
So she called all 3 of you back there?
Yeah, but she actually told me who did it.
Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
So this wasn't when she had all 3 of y'all back there, she
didn't tell them to.
Okay.
She told them, she pulled me to the side and started talking to me. And then she told me, she's like, there's a gun sitting in the backyard of yours and Cio's house. This is when I was living there. I didn't know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked her, I was like, so who did it? She said Cio. But as soon as
she say how?
No. I didn't ask no more. Because my dad was telling me, He was like, there ain't no doubt about it, she was involved in it. I didn't want to believe it. I mean, that's my mom. I didn't want to believe that. Mouth shut.
How much did that car cost?
Almost $10,000.
Okay.
It was a black Pontiac G8. Well, last month she turned around and took it from me because I moved out of the house. Everything. Now today she took the car, and that car meant a lot to me because John bought that for me. Yeah, me and John weren't on the same pages, but I mean, he raised me my whole life. He was there. Childhood.
Well, John bought it, but John was deceased at this time.
When I was 19.
Are we talking about the same car?
Yeah.
The
John, yeah, the G8.
No, I'm talking about the black car your mom took away from you.
Yeah, John was deceased when she bought that. She got the life insurance and bought that.
Okay, but you said John bought it for you.
John's money bought that.
I got you. Okay.
John's money bought that. So technically, I say John bought that car for me.
I got you. Okay.
And that's the reason why I love that car. Because, yeah, me and him had a rough time in my childhood. Yeah, me and him said things. But, I mean, he raised me. That was like my father. Even though my biological dad's sitting out there. But my mom did tell me CEO did it, and then I get a call Tuesday from my old boss saying, hey, did you hear what happened to CEO? I was like, no.
Alright, so your mom told you about this gun, right? She put y'all all three were in the backyard. And
But she only told me.
She pulled you to the side while them two were still standing out there? Were they right beside you when?
No. They were sitting on the patio.
Okay. And what did she tell you about that?
She told me, she didn't describe it. She just told me where it was located. It was near a fence, like in the corner of a fence, in a yellow bucket with a red top. It was in a bucket like the cat litter box you buy from Walmart, like yay high. Big. It's like a bucket. And she told me, she's like, it's in there. Well, I looked for like a week looking for that gun. I just wanted to find out if it was true. And I seen the gun.
Bradley's statement exposed the dark secret that Angela and her stepfather had kept hidden for months, but not anymore. During the reinvestigation, the detectives discovered the gun at the same location that Bradley mentioned. As CSO Norval is brought into custody for further questioning, the detectives are prepared for an intense confrontation.
What'd you do with the gun?
What gun?
The gun that was used to kill John.
I don't know what you're talking about there. I didn't kill John.
Who did?
I don't know.
Did Angela?
No, she wouldn't do that. She don't have it in her heart to do that. She's bad about arguing.
Say that one more time.
She's good at arguing and all, but she don't have that in her.
You know what 65 times 3 is?
Huh?
Do you know what 65 times 3 is? It's 195. You know how many bullets that we found? 65. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you look at 195 years.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So now I'm saying, again, I'm not making any promises to you.
Yeah.
But it looks a hell of a lot better on you to be cooperative and to be truthful than to lie. You understand that?
Yeah. I didn't kill John. Now, pretty dang sure Angela didn't kill him.
You're pretty dang sure that Angela didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Well, you just told me earlier that she would never.
Yeah, that's what I say. She don't have it in her, so I know. You know.
She talked about killing him?
No.
She ain't never talked about hurting him at all.
No. The only thing I've heard her talk about is the night that he pulled her out of the car twice and she had to cut him. I didn't kill John, and I don't know who did.
How long did you spend in jail the first time?
Prison?
Prison.
19 years, 9 months, straight.
Straight. And what was that for?
Murder.
What happened with that?
Guy was slapping my kids around and cost me $10,000 contract. I'd be making a month.
Right. Who was this guy?
My ex-wife's boyfriend. He slapped my kids around, and after I got out, I found out he'd raped my oldest daughter.
Okay. And what happened?
I snapped and I killed the guy.
How?
I went to his house, knocked on his door, told him it was time to say goodbye. Well, that's just what was put in the paper. I don't remember it, but and that was it.
All right, CO. You remember Lieutenant Flanagan?
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Driver.
Yeah.
We're not here playing games with you.
I know you're not.
I'm running ballistics on that gun right now. I'm pulling a DNA off the blood that's on that gun, and if it matches John Wilty, I'm charging you.
Okay.
Not only that, but I'm running a DNA sample, touch sample on that gun, and if your prints are on that gun or your DNA is on that gun, I'm gonna make sure you spend the rest of your life in prison. Cause I'm not playing with you.
I know you're not.
This is some serious shit. A man lost his life.
Right.
He has 7 children that'll never see their father again.
Yeah, I know.
And if you think I'm here to play with you, you better think again. Cause I can either help you or I can hurt you. And right now, I'm ready to lock your ass up. And if you think I'm playing with you, you keep on.
I'm being honest as I can. Because I don't know who killed John. I don't know who put the guns there on my property.
Well, that's going to be, it doesn't matter about the guns on the property because you're the one that lives there by yourself.
Yep.
You're the one that staying there. You're in possession of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you got some proof of something we can go on to lead this investigation somewhere else, it's all pointing to you.
As the investigation progressed, they found that the shell casings found at the crime scene exactly matched those found at CSO's house. Additionally, a speck of blood on the gun was confirmed to match John's DNA. On March 3, 2019, Angela Wilty was arrested and charged with the murder of her husband, John Wilty. Angela accepted a plea deal that allowed her to reduce her charges in exchange for testifying against CSO Norval. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison with the possibility of parole in 2041. In May 2022, CSO Norval was acquitted of the murder charges but found guilty of violating parole by possessing a firearm.